Yo, what's going on, ninjas? Logic here. I hope I hope the voice matches the face is what I wanted to say. This is new and this is different for me. I usually don't do I don't use my camera in videos, so it's a different way of actually planning out the video. It's like you kind of have to do things on the top of your temple, which is I usually write a script, so it's different. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how you guys react, and if you say I suck, I'm not gonna do it again. But Logic here. I'm doing a different video. This is a episode recap. I want to talk about the recent episode called A Beautiful Intruder, where we go over Jane and stuff like that. But before we get into that, I wanted you guys to check out the website, the new website. It's called the Lomo Dojo. If you don't already know, it's really cool. It's got beginner guides, it's got weapon overviews and shinobi cards. It's sick, man. And it's got their assigned assist codes as well. So that's real cool. I spent a bunch of time working on this, so give me some feedback, tell me how it is. I know right now it's kind of bare bones, but we're gonna add stuff. We're gonna add the Ninjala showcase to it. We're gonna add builds, actual builds that people send in, and we're gonna add to it each and every day. It's not easy. It's not easy. If you know how to work on websites and stuff, or if you're interested in working on a website, let me know. Hit me up in the DMs, and we can talk about it, and it'll be really cool. But as you guys know, back into the meat and potatoes. The recent episode was focused around Jane, and it starts off with Jane on the phone. She's on the phone. She's like, "Yo, what's good? How you doing?" And while she's on the phone, some old lady gets her purse stolen, right? So while she's still on the phone, she just warps on some Dragon Ball Z stuff. She literally just warps. And she kicks the thief right in the back. She just kicks him in the back, and the thief just he's he's done for. He just got hit from 100% and smash. He's out of there. He's done for. Pretty much after that, everybody's yo, everybody's just looking at her in shock. They're just yo, what's wrong with her? What's not what's wrong with her the Lucy episode, but they were just shocked. They were what the heck is going on with her? Why was she just able to do that so quickly? But my guess is that she's already unlocked some of her shinobi powers or whatever. You know how they have latent abilities? She's unlocked some of them by herself. So that's my guess. So in the next scene, there's this guy. He's named Bob, and he's asking. It's a basic name. I know. But he's asking Jane if there's a way she can hack into the mainframe and steal some development data. That's pretty much all they say about it as of right now. And Bob is begging Jane. He's please, I need this to get him those notes. So eventually Jane just is she's all right, I got you. And she gets to work. And then after Bob leaves, she gets to doing her work and stuff like that, hacking the computer. And there's this bowl of candy, right next to her, a huge bowl. There's this huge bowl of candy. It's it's there. And she goes through all this candy while hacking, all of it. I'm yo, you about to get diabetes, Jane. What are you doing? It won't be the ninja gum that kills you. It's gonna be diabetes, dude. You should have seen it. It was this huge bowl of candy. No one person should be able to eat that bowl of candy without getting diabetes. But it was crazy. So once Jane finally hacks her way through the computer, she sees the data and she starts questioning it. She's yo, what's going on? And she recognizes Ron, but it doesn't seem like she knows who Burden and Bareka is. She only recognizes Ron, so I found that interesting. I caught on to that really early. I was so she knows Ron, but she doesn't know the other two. So she must be familiar with Ron, or they must be partners or something, right? If you've watched the full episode, you know. If you haven't already, you need to. Don't just watch this. But in the next scene, Jane finds the address of the research lab, right? And this is the same research lab in episode 0, by the way. So if you didn't catch on to that, that's the one. Once Jane enters, she immediately steps in some gum, which I would be furious. Imagine stepping in gum. Stepping in gum's the worst thing you can do. But she looks around, she starts questioning, she's why is all this gum here? And it was because of that fight Ron and Burden had in episode 0. So this probably takes place not directly after, but a good while after. So Jane looking around, she plugs in her laptop to the computer, in the research lab to get some data about the ninja gum. She starts to dig deeper to learn more about the ninja gum. While hacking, she accidentally eats the gum. You know how she has that habit? If you've watched it, you've seen it. Like, she starts hacking and then she just starts eating like candy or whatever. And I guess she got that like that ninja gum and she just didn't even think about it. She was just like in hacking mode and she just ate it. So she ate the super duper ninja gum. You know what the ninja gum reminds me of, kinda? I mean, I'm not a One Piece person. I don't usually watch One Piece. I've seen a couple episodes, but it reminds me of that. They have like some gum fruit, and if you eat it, you get like powers, but like you can't swim or something like that. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. Obviously, the only side effect is like they turn into a kid, which not really even a side effect. I guess you could call it, but like, I mean, you get younger, so it's like it's not a bad thing. Personally, that's what I think. But that's what the ninja gum reminds me of. It's kind of cool. But after eating the gum, she reads up on the powers of the ninja gum and learns that it unlocks the power of the shinobi within. So like the latent shinobi powers, right? And as soon as she reads that ninja, or as soon as, I can't talk. As soon as she reads that, a ninja like comes up behind her, and it's Bob. You remember Bob from before that like sent her to go get the information? He literally comes up behind her. He's like, yo, I told you we needed that information. Why'd you go snooping around or whatever? And now he's like, and now that Jane knows about the ninja gum, Bob says he has to kill her. So like now that she knows what it does or whatever, she has to die. Which that was crazy to me. Like when I read like, or when I heard that, I was like, yo, like they're talking about killing people in Ninjala. Like Ninjala seems like you know, don't get me wrong, but like it seems very kid friendly. So like I was just kind of shocked. I was like, yo, what do they mean kill? So it was kind of crazy. I was like, oh man, this guy, he's insane. I just didn't think it would take such a serious tone. So pretty much while Jane and Bob are talking, we get a shot of Ron, and he's like up top. He's up top like on the vent or whatever. He's looking all cool. I guess he's just overhearing everything because he doesn't want to do anything yet. He's just overhearing everything. And then Bob and Jane actually begin to fight. And while fighting, Jane literally has her laptop in her hand. Like Jane has her laptop just like in her hand the whole time, and she's only using kicks too. I noticed that she was only using kicks. I was like, oh my goodness, she's up in Tekken. Like she was hitting it, man. I was like, okay, cool. The action's like really cool too. Like she got around his neck or whatever and just hit him down. I was like, okay, cool. That's real cool. Like it's like some anime action fights. I was really like that. So. Once Jane gets the upper hand, she just pretty much says, she's like, you know, I'm a descendant of the ninja. You know, she starts flexing on him. She's doing, you know, and then when she's like flexing on him, one of Bob's partners come out, and it like kind of, it doesn't stun her, but she kind of like steps back, you know, to dodge out of the way. And once she does that, she steps in gum, and after that, she gets subdued. And the next shot is really weird. I don't know why they did this, but they showed off Jane's toes. Like literally, they showed off her toes. I was like, oh, you know how people are gonna act, man. You can't be showing toes. You can't be doing that. I immediately was like, like I was like, wait, what are you doing? But it's okay. That shot was really weird to me. So when Jane gets subdued. Pretty much Bob is about to kill Jane. Like he has a kunai in his hand. He's like, I'm about to do this. Like he's ready. When he's about to go for that stab with the kunai, she starts turning into a kid, and he just hits the wall. And afterwards, Ron comes from above and just right through the. He just chops Bob right in the neck, and he's done for. Like the eyes go white and everything. He's not dead. He's just knocked out, so he's just unconscious. So after Ron knocks out Bob, Ron asks like why Jane is like here, and he doesn't even ask like how she is or how are you or like anything like that. He's like why are you here? And he starts mentioning that he failed this mission or whatever, and apparently Ron and Jane have like some history because they're just talking like, you know, like buddies would. Like they're just talking like how, not friends necessarily, but just how like people that already know each other would talk. So I was like, okay, these two have some type of history together, but they haven't told us yet. And they didn't even tell us what Ron's mission was. We don't even know what his mission was yet and why he's taking it so serious. So it's all interesting. It's all coming together. It's really cool too. But I found this episode pretty cool. We know a lot more about Jane now and a little bit about Ron. I'm hoping to know a little bit more about Ron. He's supposed to be the antagonist of the series, which is like, it's cool. You know, I would love for him to be a good guy, but he definitely seems like the antagonist. But he's cool antagonist, man. He's cool. You know, he's got dreads. You know, if you don't already know, I like dreads, but I found them real cool. He's got history with Jane, so it's gonna be cool to see how that evolves. I have a prediction. That Burden and Bareka will form a team in Ninjala. Like once they get to Ninjala, they call it something. Or they pronounce it different. They call it like Ninjala. And I call it like Ninjala. They say Ninjala in the game, so like it just makes sense to call it Ninjala. But in the episode, they call it Ninjala. So which one? Which one is it? But anyway, I'm just going off topic. But my theory is that Burden and Bareka are gonna form a team, and they're gonna like, let's just say they grab Lucy or something like that, or they grab like Vaughn, and then Ron and Jane are gonna form a team, and Ron's he's probably not gonna tell like his true intentions of what he wants to do to his team when they form that team. But I feel like it's gonna be Burden versus Team Ron, and Team Burden versus Team Ron. That's what I feel like it's gonna be. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that evolves. I'm interested. I'm ready. It's gonna be real cool. So that's something I'm excited for. It's only a prediction, only a theory, nothing concrete. So, but before we end today's episode, I wanted to talk about the winner of today's Ninjala's fashion show. I think that's the name of the fashion showcase. Fashion. It's gonna be cool. It's Gabi. I love this asymmetric jersey, the blue, the black. It goes so well together. Everything has a place on this outfit. It meshes very well together. He even has a sword gun bottle in the back. Like that's real cool. I like that. For some extra interest. Looking good, Gabi. Love your ninja customization. Keep staying fresh for us. If you want to be featured on the Ninja Fashion Showcase, all you got to do is hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and/or Discord. I will see each and every message, and I'm gonna respond. I probably won't respond to every message, but sometimes I'll just be like, yo, that looks sick or something like that, and I'll definitely try to get you in if it's like super awesome. It doesn't even have to be super awesome. It just has to be something I'm interested in, honestly. So I'm not hard to please. So send your submissions in. I definitely want to see that. But what did you guys think of the new recent episode? Was it cool? Are you excited for the next one? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, as it helps me out tremendously. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing, because that makes you cool. It makes you a cool person, and everybody wants to be cool. So this has been Logic, and I will see you guys in the next chapter. Yo, what is going on, guys? Just wanted to tell you about the website, thelomodojo.com. Has a bunch of Ninjala content for beginners and veterans alike. Also, be sure to check out the Discord to join the community and get notified about each and every video. It's a fun place, plus you get to play with me more easily. Thank you once again for your continued support.